You feel tired, but not just physically. It's deeper than that. Your body might rest, but your mind keeps going. Thinking, worrying, carrying things that never seem to end. And some days, it feels like you're running on empty. Not because you're lazy. Not because you don't care. But because you've been strong for too long. Holding everything together. Pushing through every day. Trying not to fall behind. And no one really sees how heavy it feels. Being tired is not always about sleep. Sometimes it's emotional, mental, spiritual. It's the weight of responsibilities. The pressure to keep going. The fear of stopping. Because if you stop, everything might fall apart. But here is something important. God never asked you to be strong every moment. The Bible says, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Not in perfection. Not in constant energy. Not in always having control. In weakness. In the moments when you feel like you have nothing left. You are allowed to feel tired. You are allowed to admit that you're overwhelmed. You are allowed to pause. Because being tired does not mean you're failing. It means you've been carrying a lot. And sometimes, the strongest thing you can do is stop pretending you're okay. Not to give up, but to rest. Rest is not quitting. Rest is trusting. Trusting that the world keeps moving even when you slow down. Trusting that God is holding things together even when your hands feel weak. You don't have to prove your strength every day. You don't have to earn rest. You don't have to carry everything alone. Because God does not stand far away waiting for you to recover. He meets you in your exhaustion. In the quiet. In the moment when your energy is gone and all you can do is breathe. He stays there. Not judging. Not rushing you. Just present. Just steady. Just enough. You don't need to fix your entire life tonight. You don't need to solve tomorrow. You only need strength for this moment. And God gives strength for today. Not for the next 10 years. Not for every possible problem. For this step. Right now. Being tired does not make you weak. It makes you human. And even in your tiredness, you are still moving. Still growing. Still guided. Still held. Even when it feels slow. Even when it feels quiet. Even when it feels like nothing is changing. God is still working. Even here. Even now. And sometimes, the breakthrough does not come when you push harder. It comes when you finally rest. When you release the pressure. When you let go of the need to control everything. And simply trust that you are not carrying this life by yourself. You were never meant to. And you never have to. There are days when even small things feel heavy. Simple decisions. Simple conversations. Simple responsibilities. Everything takes more energy than it used to. And you start wondering what happened. Why you feel this drained. Why motivation feels far away. Why even hope feels quieter than before. But exhaustion does not mean the light is gone. It means you've been giving more than you received for too long. It means you've been holding people together, situations together, expectations together without allowing yourself to rest. And slowly, that weight settles deep inside. Not visible, not loud, but constant. This is where many people feel alone. Because they keep functioning. They keep showing up. They keep smiling. And no one notices the fatigue behind their eyes. But God notices. He sees the effort you don't talk about. He sees the nights when your mind won't slow down. He sees the mornings when getting up already feels like a battle. And He does not expect perfection from you. He offers presence. You don't have to be at your best for God to stay close. You don't have to have answers. You don't have to have energy. You only need to be honest. Honest about being tired. Honest about needing rest. Honest about not knowing how to keep pushing the same way. Because honesty opens the door for grace. And grace does not demand strength. It gives it. Slowly, quietly, step by step. You may not feel stronger overnight. You may not suddenly feel motivated. But something inside begins to steady. Not because life got easier, but because you stopped carrying it alone. Even when you feel empty, God is still pouring into you. Even when you feel slow, God is still guiding you. Even when you feel lost in exhaustion, God is still holding your direction. You are not falling apart. You are in a moment that requires gentleness, patience, breathing space, and trust that you don't have to rush your healing. You are allowed to recover. You are allowed to move slowly. You are allowed to take this one moment at a time. Because being tired is not the end of your strength. It is the place where new strength begins.